But Rory, did you know, aside of itinerary, residents can also play a big role in saving travel costs. It will definitely be a great deal if we can stay at an affordable place, like I said, or even get a free room, just like many couch surfing users.
But how does it work? To find out more, we have couch surfing ambassadors Melaniarni Fitri and Angel Ivana. So, ladies, good afternoon. Welcome to our studio. So we call you couch surfing ambassadors, right? So first of all, can you elaborate more about couch surfing? How does it work actually?
So actually, Couchsurfing is a platform. It was formed in US, and we have to make an account just like another social media platform. And then we create the profile, and then we go to the hangout events, and then we try to make friends there. So basically, that's the first thing that you have to do.
So you don't have to spend anything to stay at people's place, right?
Yes.
Wow, that's very interesting.
Okay.
Yeah, that will save us a lot of money.
Exactly, you don't need 7 million for 5 days
Yeah,
because you can
maybe like a
make
3
use
and a
of
5.
couch surfing.
Yeah.
So the essence of it is that because the mutual trust that you guys gain within the community, you stay at other couch surfing members' house or flat or maybe apartment without having to spend anything. But what about the food and what about the daily needs that
you provide them too?
Exactly.
It will be different for each people experience. Sometimes I have a host that really kind. They took me to places and pay for the local food so I can try, Sometimes they even give me some souvenir to bring back home, but sometimes they just like give me the room and then with minimum interaction, it can be different experience with different people.
Right.
I don't know if Angel have another experience.
The same, because initially the application on the website itself is an exchange community based.
I see.
So everything we should like exchange from others. Either it's food, place, or culture.
I see. So it was you telling us your experience staying at other people's places. But what about when foreigners come to your place? Do you also invite them to see tourist attractions, like the local ones?
So yeah, of my experience, it can be both. Depends on the hectic week or not.
Okay.
So in advance, we always talk before they stay. We have the communication through the app and website, and then we can like really elaborate our days. Is it possible to host her or him around the city or not?
Okay, but have you guys received like international guests before?
Yes, I received.
From where?
Quite a lot, like Russia, Brazil. I even host a guy that already traveled for 5 years that hasn't gone back to his country. So he just like looping from one country to another country for 5 years kind of things. So it's funny, and then you can hear stories from like first person experience about the country, because sometimes you hear something about certain countries and then you can confirm like, is it true that in your country like this? And then no, it's just the media, or like you should get to know the people itself. Like everywhere it's just like there's a good things and bad things kind of thing. So yeah, it's quite.
Right. What was your best experience with foreign couch surfing friends?
I would say there are two. So back then, when my mom just passed away in my hometown Manado, I opened the house especially through the grieving month.
Okay.
And I hosted two people in different week, one from US and one from Germany. Both of them are unique, but the first one from US, I asked him to go around the city, and we ended up the day near the beach, and both of us shout out loud.
About the grief, about the emotion. All right, so that's more from the US. What about from the Germany?
The Germany, I hosted her for a week, and then I traveled to Jogja randomly, and I just like texted her, and then surprisingly, she was there in Jogja, and we met again.
What a coincidence.
Yes.
Wow, without being planned before?
Without it.
Yeah, there's a lot, because it's very, the community is very strong. When I go to Cambodia, I met a girl that I once hosted from Bangladesh.
Oh, wow.
So we are in the same house. It's like, hey, you're here. Yeah, you're here. So like, it's not planned, but we met.
Wow.
Yeah. And what about the safety measures that couch surfing community has? Like what kind of requirement that one has to possess to be a couch surfing host?
So that's one of our obligations
Yeah.
as the ambassador, to like really filter and like report to the international.
Okay.
But then if I may answer it from the user point of view, we always see the profile
Okay.
of the surfer. We call the people that need lodging or the host that we
Okay.
are finding. So in the profile, there's a testimonials part that people all around the world can review the profile, and it cannot be deleted.
Cannot be edited also.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
So for example, when I stay to Angel Place, I can fill the reference from the surfer point of view, and I can say like Angel is good, blah 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 blah, and then
oh.
you cannot edit it.
Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah,
cannot
yeah,
edit
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
It's like our Airbnb, right?
Yeah.
Similar.
But what's the minimum requirement for example, for a guest or for a host to
Yeah.
host guest, vice versa? What's the minimum requirement? For example, for the host, they have to provide a place,
Yep.
maybe drinkable water, or maybe some snacks. But for the visitor, is there any requirement for them to keep the place clean or anything
Yeah.
like that?
Actually, no requirement as I.
No requirement.
Yeah.
Wow.
Sometimes you find a funny thing. They can say like, honestly, like, so my place is kind of mess. I live with like 6 sisters. If you still want to go to my place, that's okay.
Okay.
So
Oh,
you
wow.
really need
So,
to
yeah,
read the
it's
profile.
not made up.
Yeah.
It's as real as possible.
Yes, real as
Yes.
possible. So,
Even it's only like carpet on
Yeah.
the floor.
and you have to bring your own sleeping bag. So they will say what is the sleeping situation, and then if you agree, you can stay.
Okay.
That's why the name
That's
is
awesome.
couch surfing.
Yeah.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
You
yeah.
should be ready if you sleep at the couch.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Awesome.
Okay, so can you provide an insight about couch surfing, how it differs with traditional, what do you call it, accommodation?
First, it's free for sure.
It's for free, obviously.
Yeah, and then for me, from my own experience, is like you can, if you go someplace, you want to really get the local experience. By staying with other people in their house, you can see like their daily lives, their home food. You know, they will cook, a lot of hosts will cook you their like
Yeah.
traditional food, and then you will have the tips from the local. It will cut the budget. They will show you like, if you want to go to this landmark, you don't have to go through this way because it's for tourists. You can go through this way. It's
The local way.
Okay,
The local way.
It gets me thinking though, you know, let's say I'm planning to go to Europe on this Christmas holiday season, and I haven't booked any hotel, and I'm a stranger to couchsurfing community. Can I apply for a couchsurfing community to gain the benefit to, you know, cut the budget for me to be able to stay at couchsurfing members freely, for example, for this Christmas holiday? Would that be possible?
Sure.
But I haven't got any experience, or I haven't got any track record with couchsurfing community.
Sure.
I think you can. There's a 3 kind of reference: host, server, and personal. The personal one is the people that you met during your activity in your local couchsurfing place. So, for example, in Jakarta, we have our monthly gathering. In Jogja, they have like every Monday gathering. When you go there, you meet people. You can have like reverence also there.
I see.
And then you can create the community by knowing like another foreigner that come to Indonesia or from other cities. So it doesn't have to, for your first time surfing, you can build the experience by joining the activity in your local community.
But other than that, we can also like really build a good message that you try to
Yeah.
get the host
Okay.
to let you in.
Okay.
All right. So couch surfing is really effective to cut our budget, right? But what about some cost-effective ways if we explore a country or a city? Like you've told us, like a road not for tourists, so you get, you know, better and cheaper fee for a taxi or maybe like bikes or something. But what are others, like food and maybe markets and stuff?
Indeed, yeah. Speaking about like traditional commodities, accommodation, actually couchsurfing is bigger than that because other than the free homestay, we also have other 2 features, which is the hangout features that we can connect with people nearby quickly,
Oh, wow.
and then the event features, which is like Melan said, we plan ahead if we're gonna go to Europe. you're gonna search for the city and find, exactly, there's a Christmas market event.
Ah.
You plan ahead. By then, you can like really simplify your itinerary and even save budget, save cost.
Okay, it's this is like an instant question that comes in my mind. If you have a property, for example, whether it's a flat, a condo, a room, or even a house, why would a member like you, lend that property for couch surfers? Why don't you rent it out through Airbnb that can generate money?
Yeah,
What is
yeah.
what is the consideration? Why would you choose to lend it out for couch surfing activities?
For me, because this is more like the community. So when I rent it for Airbnb, people can come and go, and then I think like the
Community is not.
yeah, like the emotional is not gonna be strong. Like I said, maybe when I host Airbnb with the girl from Bangladesh, if I met her someplace, maybe it will not be like as close as when I host her as a couch surfing.
So if we rent it out, it's going to be just like transactional.
Yes, yeah. So here we mostly if we host someone, we will talk, we will go with them some places, we will get a new, sometimes we call it like travel sister or travel brother kind of thing.
Okay, okay.
I see.
All right, so out of my curiosity as well,
Yeah.
how much is the least budget that you
Yeah.
guys have got or prepared for an abroad experience, for an abroad traveling?
That's what we
Which
were talking about,
country?
right?
Yeah, yeah.
Which country?
For example, in,
gonna be different.
in Europe.
say-
Or no,
say
no.
Singapore first.
Singapore is just too
My
near.
comparison.
Europe.
Oh, that's kind of hard because like Europe even
Where?
first of all from
which,
the ticket,
which country in Europe have you visited before?
not exactly Europe, Eurasia, Russia.
Okay.
Russia. Okay.
Russia.
Tell us about Russia.
Russia. So first to find the cheap tickets for sure. Also within the community, you have like some group that will inform you if there's like promo ticket or something.
I see.
So we can have like around 6 or 7 sometimes there are tickets to Europe. And then with couchsurfing you can cut off the accommodation for sure, right?
Wow.
So it depends. If you ask how, I really cannot calculate that fast.
Yeah.
But I think like for the plane you can buy the promo ticket. From the couch accommodation you can go through couchsurfing, and then for the local things you can also get it from your host. I don't know if Angel can calculate.
Angel, what about
Yeah,
you?
what
What is
about
the
you?
least budget that you have experienced before?
I never visited to Europe, so my answer would be Thailand.
Okay.
I went
What about
Thailand
Thailand?
like 3 years ago. Have two hosts there. For 5 days, I only spent 2 million.
Wow.
2 million.
2 million Indonesian rupiah, right?
Including tickets.
Including the ticket.
Staggering. Wow.
Oh my goodness. So you basically
That's
bought the
serious.
ticket and maybe for a bit of transportation, local transportation, but for the accommodation it was for free.
And also we can do it not only abroad, like I do my road trip from Jakarta to Bajo. So I fly to Bali and then I go through land and then I stay with couchsurfing. So I only spend for like the buses and rarely for the food because Indonesian people are so kind.
Yeah.
You know,
like they serve you, right?
yeah,
Even
they
though it's free.
Yeah, and
They can serve you while you're just knocking at their door, right?
yeah, exactly. So I think it's cost me very minimum.
Right. So is there any specific requirements if you want to be a host or if you want to, provide your accommodation for couch surfers, fellow couch surfers? What are the requirements?
I think for me it's open-minded because
Yep.
anyone can go to your house. It can be people with different background, different character. So you have to really keep an open mind.
Okay. What about you, Angel? What do you think?
It's an art of uncertainty.
Oh, wow.
So we should be
You
ready
embrace
for
it.
anything. Yes.
I see. Yeah. So what's your most impressive country that you've ever visited? The most
Wow.
impressive country? Maybe
That's
it's Russia
a lot.
or
I mean,
maybe for Angel other than Thailand?
I'm gonna be diplomatic and say it like every country have their own.
Oh, wow. So you cannot say it?
That's
but-
politically correct answer.
But I think for my experience, India, I'm going solo traveling in India for 10 days. And it's kind of similar with Indonesia from like the richness of the culture, the people, the kindness, and the little bit messy kind of thing. So I think India, for me, it's one of the greatest moments for my traveling.
Okay, what happened in India back then?
A lot of things happened.
So you contacted your
I
couch
contacted
surfer
my
fellow.
couch surfer. Yeah, I go for like different cities, hosted by 5 different people for the Holi festival.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so there's the first time I go there, and actually it's my first time couchsurfing abroad. They say that he will host me for 2 days, but on the second day he said like, my boss tell me to go out of town, so I have to go. You can, you have the key to the room and everything, so you can stay.
Wow.
But
Like-
alone.
Yeah.
Fully
Yeah.
entrust you with this house.
It's a hotel actually, because his house is very far, and he even rent a hotel for me to stay.
Wow.
But he left me on the second day, and I was like, okay, I'm alone. My first time couchsurfing in India. It's kind of scary, but excited at the same time.
Okay.
So
Okay.
interesting.
But then
What about you?
eventually you stayed at the hotel.
Yeah.
Eventually
Wow.
stay with the hotel with the emergency button next to me.
Just in case.
Just in case.
What about you, Angel?
Yes.
I would like to answer not the perspective of me being the
Surfer.
surfer, but the host. Like I can see country from my surfer that stay with me. Like from Germany, I can see how outspoken they are and really cost effective. Like
Okay. Okay. So, is there any, after you befriend with fellow couch surfers and they stayed at your place or you stayed at theirs, what kind of activities that you guys usually do? You said that there's a community, but
Yep.
beyond that, what kind of activities do you guys do, or any cause that you guys fight for, or maybe have similarity in, make things different?
Monthly gathering, yeah.
yeah, I would say that.
Yeah.
Also promote that. So we have the monthly gathering.
Monthly
Okay.
gathering.
It's our job to do it every month.
I see.
And we also not only partnership with the place, that we gather people from 30 to 100 people of Couchsurfing members. We also got sponsored.
Yeah.
I see.
And we're so lucky that Indonesia is very social country. Everybody would like to hang out, would like to
Right,
be
right.
surrounded. So it's easy to find
Okay.
and dig more about the community.
Okay.
And also in Jakarta, I mean not on Jakarta, in Jakarta we have monthly gathering. In different cities they have like their own gathering, weekly or monthly. And then we also have like the Couchsurfing Indonesia Festival. Before pandemic we have it every 2 years. In Jogja we have 150 people coming from Australia, Lithuania, Singapore. So yeah, we have that.
Alright.
The last one is 2019 also.
Okay, we still have several questions for you guys, but we have to take a break for a bit now, and we'll be back with the second segment with these two ladies from Couchsurfing community just after the break.